evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Ty and Cody on Purpose show.
Hello, everybody.
You were supposed to say the reboot. She is so fired.
It has been a long time.
She is so fired. She is supposed to say the reboot. So we've talked about this in previous episodes. Heck, it was even her thing, the reboot.
Well, I figured people already know that I didn't have to say it at this point.
But everybody who comes in may or may not know. They just...
This is true. So my bad.
You want to try it?
Rewind.
Good evening, good afternoon, good night, good morning. Y'all, I don't even know why I'm fooling with y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the Ty and Cody on Purpose show.
Reboots.
And we are live back at you with an all brand new show of the Ty and Cody on Purpose show, the reboot. Yes, y'all know what it is. If you have not been with us, we have revamped the show. We're playing card games. We got interviews. We got all that good stuff. And so instead of we didn't went over stuff 5 times already, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. Yes, because we got a heck of an interview coming up. So let's get into it. You want to draw first or you want me to draw first?
I'll draw.
Okay, so we draw cards. I have to answer whatever is on her card. We just started this on a date night, and then it happens vice versa. I have no clue what's on this card, and she's laughing already, so I'm a little nervous.
No need to be nervous.
Okay.
But it would have been interesting had I got this question.
Well, then let's switch.
No. So it says, when do I embarrass you the most?
When do you embarrass me the most?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I won't. When do you embarrass me? I don't know. When there are things that you do, but people can't see them when you do them. I'm pretty sure if they were, that would be embarrassing. Such as when you squeeze my butt in the kitchen while I'm cooking. Yes.
It's a love tap.
It is a love.
So a love squeeze.
It is a love squeeze, if that's what you want to call it. But guys don't see.
Hey, if y'all can do it, so can we.
I guess, but guys don't like that. I mean, guys we don't want people playing in or around our butts. And so and then I can't even lie, it tickled too. So and she catches me off guard, and so when she does it, I'm just like, stop. But I'm like, don't nobody see it. But there have been times when she's tried to do it in public, and then I really be like, all right, quit playing, can somebody see you? And I must see, yeah, I'm already smiling and blushing because it tickles when she does it.
So
and she knows.
You know how it feels.
But that's not the same.
Okay, then tell me this. What would you prefer that I do instead of squeezing my bum?
Just walk up behind me and give me a nice big hug from the back.
That's so boring.
Why is that boring?
Because squeezing is fun.
My tush is not Charmin. I don't have
We don't use Charmin, and Charmin ain't paying no ad.
That's what I'm saying. My tush is not Charmin, so you can't squeeze it. I mean, you can squeeze it, but it's just, I don't know. I'm really trying to think, because she threw me off with that one. What?
No, you threw me off with your answer. I really didn't think you were going to say that. I didn't know what you were going to say.
I was about to say it, so what did you expect me to say? Because I'm trying to think of a time in which you would have embarrassed me. And I can't think of a time that you've done anything that was embarrassing. So you do stuff to embarrass.
So that I can do something to embarrass you.
You do stuff to embarrass yourself. Like, I ain't gonna tell you about the time she fell down the stairs.
Hey, that is not the question.
I'm just saying.
Said, okay. How do I embarrass you?
I don't think you've embarrassed me. I really don't. I don't think you've done anything. Like I said, that would be the only thing, but nobody sees. She does it in public, but nobody sees when she does it in public. So that's not necessarily embarrassing. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to come back to that one. We have to re-answer that one on a different episode when she.
And then I'll have something to have embarrassed him about, so that, you know.
Why would you want?
So that you can answer the question.
So you're gonna do something intentionally to embarrass me. And she probably gonna, you know what? Here's a good one.
Oh, God.
What are you hesitant to tell me? So why she's laughing and while she thinks of her answer, let me tell y'all the backstory around why this one is a good one. I say this is a good one because I always say women cannot hide or hold facial expressions to save their life. That's just what y'all do. Y'all, these facial expressions, y'all scrunch up your face, you smile, you smirk, you wink, all that good stuff. You read your facial expressions, right? Well, some people also have different things that they do that are, I guess, soothing or helpful when something is wrong or something is bothering them. And I know what Cody's thing is. She likes to bite her fingers or play with her fingers, is what she's actually doing right now. Y'all probably can't see, but that's what she actually.
I'm nervous as heck.
That's what she actually does. And so when I ask, "Hey, babe, what's wrong?" or "Are you okay?" or something, and she's steady doing this, or she's down here picking her nails, and she goes, "Nothing," and I'm going, but I can obviously see it either A, in your face, or I can see your actions that show that there is something actually wrong that you don't tell me. And I always go, if I didn't care, then I wouldn't ask. Now, if I stop caring and I stop asking, then you should start to be concerned.
Yeah, this is true.
So, what are you hesitant to tell me? As she tries not to bite her finger because she's stuck her hands in her face. She's going to say, "You don't know me."
You don't.
See? See?
Well, since you have to know.
Wait, what? Was this a setup? See, I told y'all, this is a setup. This is a setup. Because you put this card like this, but I shuffled the cards.
I did not put that card there. Yes, I had that card, but not the card you pulled.
I shuffled the cards, y'all, so I had no clue. That was...
And you have to read it aloud.
Always seek to do good to one another.
No, there's no money in it. He always does that.
My grandmother always tell me, don't nobody like no dry cards? Dry card. But I'm sure it's filled with love.
You know what?
It's filled to the brim with love.
You are such...
I love you. Okay, so it says, "Babe, you amaze me each and every day," in all capital letters. Your drive to define who you are and taking care of your family hasn't gone unnoticed. You are the best husband, father, dad, and friend. For that, be ready with your bags packed for a getaway weekend to celebrate your Father's Day. Oh,
dry card, huh? This ninja.
No, okay. I said it was filled with love. And so where we going for Father's Day weekend?
You will know Father's Day weekend.
So be ready with your bags packed for a getaway weekend. I'm trying to read in between the lines to see where we going. Be ready, because it don't tell me what to pack. It don't say, you know.
I'm doing you like you do me.
Like Erykah Badu, pack light.
Minimum details.
But I always have good reasoning for bare minimum details. Yo, this was not how this episode was supposed to go at all.
Well.
So is that what you were hesitant to tell me?
Yes.
Why were you hesitant to tell me to pack my bag?
Because it's gonna be so much fun.
Now I gotta wait like 3-4 weeks.
But the reason I did it this early is because I know your schedule is just crazy because you do a lot for yourself, the family, but as well as the network. And it's probably gonna take you some time to coordinate what needs to be covered while you're away because you're gonna be completely unplugged.
Completely unplugged. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I like surprises, but I don't like to know surprises are coming. So if anybody knows, that's my thing. I don't like One of my pet peeve number 266. Where 266 came from, I don't know. But when you tell me I need to talk to you, and then you walk off and don't tell me what you got to talk to me about, and leaves me wondering what.
I didn't say that.
I know, but this is the same thing. We going somewhere, but I'm not going to tell you now where we going, how we getting there, what time we going, what you got to pack for, what you got to pack. Yeah, but I'm appreciative. You just going to shrug your shoulders. I thought she was really going to say something, y'all. No?
No. That's all you need to know is that a little bit over 2 weeks from now, the weekend, we will be gone.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm nervous. Y'all will hear about this, I'm sure, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully I come back.
So does that also count as embarrassing you?
Yes, because we are in, you know what? I love you. I appreciate you.
Too.
Y'all, we have a great interview coming up. Just watch this interview and yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I love you.
You too.
Yo, welcome back to the second half of the Ty and Cody on Purpose show. We are live in the building and I'm excited to be here with this interview because this is somebody whom I know from way back when. Personal relationship, we went to school together and was in, performing arts program together and all of that good stuff. Unfortunately, as y'all can see, I'm here by myself today because Cody couldn't be here. She actually had something else to do, so... but we're going to keep the show rolling because this I'm excited about. I'm always excited when I see and know people who are doing great things. And the school that I went to back home in the DMV and in Maryland, I know a lot of people who are doing some excellent things. And this young lady here is doing some real dope stuff. So I am super excited to bring to y'all Miss Hope Ellen, author, singer, pianist. What don't you do, Hope?
Listen. I'm sure it's something. It's a lot of things, but what I do, I do. And thank you for having me on the show. And yeah, maybe we'll come back again when your wife can be here because I like the chemistry between y'all two. So
For sure. We will definitely have you back. Matter of fact, hopefully she may even run in here. Who knows later on? We shall see. We shall see
what happens.
So, okay, Hope. So I follow you on social media. We obviously live in different states, but I keep up with everybody, from back home from social media. They're doing all different types of stuff. I know you got the HBCU stuff going on, Morgan State grad, all that good stuff. I know a whole bunch of people from Morgan State. But recently, I don't say how long, but recently I've noticed you have this, you got an Instagram page. I've seen it on Facebook where it's called Anyway, Father God, I Want a Boyfriend.
Yes.
What is up with this? Because I saw you release the book. What is up with this book because I've read the book. What's up with this book, Hope?
First of all, Tyron, this actually started an entire year ago, around this time right now, March 12th, one of my friends was celebrating his wedding anniversary. And I wished them happy anniversary. And then I just started writing. And I was like, I've been in a lot of relationships, but I've never had a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. So I wrote that quote. And then I wrote another quote. And I started describing him. Then another quote was describing me. And then quotes began to describe me even more and describe him and just really spelling it out. And I want a boyfriend. And it was just kind of it began to develop.
Okay. I
started posting the quotes on social media. People started responding. I was like, okay, married people, single people, but they in the DMs, right? They not out there on your page saying that. They're like, listen, I can't really say this because my husband gonna see, he gonna think I don't like it. In my mind, I'm thinking, he needs to know.
Right.
He's gonna be in this relationship and he doesn't know. That's crazy to me. So, for me, it became, let me just spell it out.
Okay.
Not just for him, but for myself. Hope, do you really, truly know what you want? Let's see. So I began to spell it out. And then at a certain point, I think 2 days later, I was like, let's do 100 of these. That was my personal challenge to myself. Let's do 100 quotes. Let's just do it. There was no book in my head. There was just I think there are 100 ways that you feel like you are, or your expectations that can be written down, or, things you desire. I don't want to say expectations, but desires. And let's just get them out. And then I began to do that. And there are actually a few in there who they came from other people, maybe about 5 to 8.
Okay.
So,
that was one of my questions actually. Mm-hmm. So, I got 2 questions quick, but that was one of my questions. Like, where did the quotes come from? Were they quotes from other people, stuff you heard, stuff you read? But it sounds like these are things that you basically came off the top of your head with.
Yeah, off the top of my head. And I think when it got down to the wire, I was like, oh man, why did you tell yourself you were going to do 100? Right? You're like at 88, or you're it's wherever you are. So I had a couple of friends just in conversation. They were saying some things. They didn't know they were providing me with a quote. And I was like, yo, that's good. That's actually really good. Then I'm like, okay, well, how about you? Oh, that's good too. By the way, I'm putting you in my book. What did I say? Keep worried about it, but that, having those people around and kind of just really listening at that point, like there is something else out there. And those quotes kind of just came to me. And then so time went on, posted on Instagram, things happened. I made a video one day, and it's the one where I'm sitting outside and I'm writing in the journal. I went inside and I did a voiceover. And at one point I'm like, well, anyway, Father God. And then actually Lexi B TV hit me up in my DMs, and she's like, yo, that anyway, Father God, you need to capture that. That's something right there. And I was like, okay. And then I started to try to figure out, well, how do I now weave the anyway, Father God in with the I want a boyfriend? And it took a while, but then one day it was kind of like, no, these are my prayers. Anyway, Father God, I want this, or I want that. And literally kind of weaved his way into my everyday life. Like, this is how I've been speaking to you, God, because this is how we talk. Right. So anyway, Father God, like, thank you for this. Thank you for that. I still need this. Bless me with that. Hugs and kisses. Hope Ellen.
Gotcha. I think, honestly, that's one of the dopest things that I actually noticed about the book, honestly, is that you talk like hope, like, like you wrote the book, like, yo, this is hope, like, and this is who you're gonna get. So I want you to know, there's no cut cards here. It is what it is.
Nice.
I'm hope. Like, I'm Hope Ellen.
I've literally been the same way since Susan. Like, I've just grown in maturity and things, but I've just always kind of kept it real with people. And I think that's what attracts people to me. We're not here for the fluff. Like, what are we doing then? We on this surface level stuff. And no, let's be real.
Yeah, gotcha.
You can remember yourself when you're real, when you're genuine, honest.
That is true. That is true, because well, I ain't gonna go into that. But okay, so answer me this then.
Okay.
Why a boyfriend and not a husband?
So at the end of the book, they'll see that part when they read. But
I give it all away. I just,
they'll kind of see. But I can say that, there is a desire in me for a husband, but there's also this whole maybe a baby step mentality. Let me just see where this thing is going. We got to have some levels to this,
right?
Because you're not going to just meet me tomorrow and then propose to me. We got to have some type of courting or so that. And I really, here's the real shocker. I don't even like saying the word boyfriend, because then I just think of a boy who's not a man.
Okay.
But society, as they always do, this is what we go with, whatever. And I typically try to go not against society, but have that thing like, y'all know y'all just sheep. No. Okay, no. Okay. No, it's a boyfriend. That's what you want, Hope. Just make it plain. Gotcha. Don't complicate this thing, right? I want a male suitor, I don't know. So
because there are a lot of women who, they say, oh, I want a husband, I want this, but you came away with, anyway, Father God, I want a boyfriend. So I was like, oh, okay, but I get it. There's levels to this. And as people read the book, they'll completely understand, why a boyfriend, before a husband and so on and so forth. And every woman is different. Everybody has their choice because, So question, have you thought about doing, you said it because it can't just come up all of a sudden and be like, your husband. They got the show out there, where you can actually get married, literally. you know, I can't think of the name of the show right now, but that show.
Married at First Sight.
There you go, Married at First Sight. Yeah, and I actually know somebody who did the show. But go ahead.
Are they still together?
They are. They live here in Charlotte. They just had a baby. So yeah.
Shows like that, I often wonder how genuine they are, maybe in a sense.
Okay.
But it's crazy because I was thinking about this earlier because it's on Netflix. So, you know, when you let it go into the idle mode, the different shows come across the screen, and that came up. And it was a Black couple on there. And I was thinking, like, they really kind of look like they could have made it. Like, they look like that could have been a sincere, I was really here to find love. And I've tried all these other options. I've done all these other things. Let's go big with it. And to go big with it is to go on some random show where the person I end up meeting, we either going to do this thing or we not. And it was like, maybe. I don't know if I'm ready for that level of exposure where a network is controlling my narrative still, right?
Gotcha.
So I wouldn't mind doing that on my own. If Ty and Cody be like, hey, Hope's about to do, 30 dates in 30 days. We about to do this on like some, what we know from Suitland. Like, just tell us what we need to do with the camera, how we need to do this. Like, everything's on, the phone now and record it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do that. We get some men. Yeah. But this is us saying, hey, this is how we're taking it. This is what we're doing. And then me still showing up as my genuine true self, but not just having, as I see, with a lot of these shows, it's the network, it's the producer kind of like doing something.
Manipulating everything that goes on.
Yeah. And then, even if you're not thinking you're being manipulated in a lot of cases, I feel like you are in the situations they create or the questions and the confessionals, all those things, they have pieced it together and they'll leave out very important parts.
And make you look completely stupid. Right.
Did I say that? Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah. Okay. Because as I look back and I'm going, I'm married twice. Would I do a show like that? I'm going, I think I probably would if I, but I mean, at the same time, I get what you're saying because they put alcohol out there. They put scenarios, they put stuff in situations.
Yeah.
I actually watch Married at First Sight on a regular basis because it's just pretty interesting to me. I follow relationships and stuff on a regular basis. So all of those shows, and I just like, when I thought about Anyway, Father God, I'm like, would she actually do a Married at First Sight or 90 Day Fiance or one of them shows, where Hope is actually on television looking for her king, as she says in the book.
Woo! That would be interesting. At this point, you're almost feeling like, well, shoot, price be right if I did some show like that. Would the price be right? As I'm up there risking embarrassment or risking someone not liking you or risking someone waking up the next morning after you slept together and I made a mistake. And mind you, I don't even watch the show, but so many people have spoken on it, right? And they say, girl, did you see? I did it. You're going to tell me to. Oh, great. That sounds horrible. How would he get on there and do that? So, sir, are you really just truly an actor who came on this show and now, this is what you're doing? Or are you just someone who slept with her and now you're trying to just save face in general? But And
the sad part about it is I've had some of those thoughts about the shows that air. Like, are some of these people in it for true love? And are some of these people in it just to get their face on TV? Because some of the situations and scenarios that actually happen are just like, well, Dad, you just did old girl wrong. Or, oh, Dad, you just did old boy wrong. He was actually in it for love, or she was in it for love, and they hooked you up with somebody who was just in it for, just television time. So I completely get it.
But at the end of the day, are they all not just in it for television time? Because you're going on a TV show. You auditioned to be on this TV show. So everybody knows what time it is. It's just now the role, I guess, maybe you're willing to play or how much they manipulate the entire situation. But where you're going when you go on there.
That is true.
That's right there.
That's what you sign up for. So you sign up for TV, that's what it is.
So, I think figuring out how much you are going to actually let be put out there and still try to control your emotions. Even when I think about like Real Housewives of Atlanta, like watching that from the first season to catching seasons now, it's like, oh, this is definitely gone another direction. But then when you go on their individual Instagram pages, you see these hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. And it's like, well, at this point, just like what? I'm making money. I am a reality TV star. This is who I am.
Exactly.
And I don't have to worry. I think one of them said something like, I don't have to worry about learning an actual script because this is still just my life playing out. It might have actually been Kim Kardashian on the Letterman show.
Okay.
So, but just, and when she said that, I said, yeah, you really are just kind of being yourself. And sometimes tensions may get high. There's some type of nerve going on. So you might react another way. And like you already said, the liquor.
Liquor make you act a fool. Exactly.
So, I mean, if it was something controlled by me, I would do it.
Okay.
If I was kind of controlling it, but still giving people something to understand, like this is still my journey. So even when you go to my Instagram now for Anyway, Father God, I've done some things like on TikTok or some reels where it's like, hey, y'all, this is me. This is really happening. Boom, 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 boom. There's one where I'm on there crying because I got a message about something and it was some, I'll just call them KS rhetoric that was being spewed at me. And I was kind of like, I'm not here for this right now. And then I got that upset. Gotcha. But even in talking to my friend, I was like, yo, I'm really crying right now. These are my real emotions. I'm about to go take myself. I'm about to go talk to the people. I'm about to let them know what I just experienced. And this is really me. This is all a part of the journey. And
so how is the journey going, Hope? How is the journey? You wrote this book. You got all these, quotes, and you don't want to call them expectations. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with calling them expectations. We're going to talk about those in a second.
Okay.
But how is the journey going thus far, Hope?
When they roll into those old Western towns and has a music in the
gotcha
kind of rolls by. That's how it's going.
Okay.
But it's weird because it's COVID time. And we call it the Coco when we're on Instagram. So the Coco is here and I'm not so much. It's like I wrote the book. I have my quotes. I'm putting them out. I am serious about this. I did sign up for Hinge. People recently have befriended me on different social media, but no one's in the inbox or the DM saying, hi, my name is.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was wondering if we could have a virtual date, i.e. a wine tasting. Well, it's Lent, but something of that nature. We can talk. We can have a conversation about anything because we're, we can get dressed up and go to a concert virtually. I'm just giving your viewers ideas just in case anyone wants to slide into my DM right now. None of that is happening. But, Tyrone, at the same time, I'm still working. I'm still trying to do some things with my own, like get a business kind of launched, and I'm in school. I'm in a whole doctoral program. So,
dope.
Yeah, I have stuff going on.
Dope. Okay.
But I still wouldn't mind, like, hey, let's watch something on Netflix with popcorn. I want that. I crave that. Quality time is my love language. So, Yeah.
Okay, so you done been through the whole love language and everything, so you know what it is that Hope truly wants.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And not only that, the whole thing with the love language is where knowing what you want, but then actually knowing how to figure out or learn the other person's love language so you are catering to them properly, which I think people forget about that part. It becomes so selfish.
Yes. That is a major key in the love languages whole scenario. Like, it's not just important knowing your own love language, but knowing the love language of your partner, so that way you can show them what their love language is. And because most of us, what we do, we getting totally off topic, but most of us, what we do is we usually try to, force our love language on them, and they're not reciprocated. They don't receive it.
Yeah.
It's because they're like, oh my gosh, that's not my love language. You can give me gifts all day long, but if that's not my love language, then it don't mean jack to me. I need you to quality time. I need physical touch. I need words of affirmation. I need, you know, all of these other, it's like, yeah. So that's dope that you understand
still
that.
On topic. I mean, it's still the relationship show. So that's relationship based. So
oh, it is definitely. But so I got a couple questions, you know, a few more about this book.
Okay.
Anyway, Father God. So how do we come up with these? We have these, I don't know if you want to call them chapters or titles or whatever. We got care for me, emotional intelligence, trust and communication, leadership and partnership. How do we come up with those? Because under each of those, I realize you have quotes or I'm going to keep calling them expectations.
Yeah, okay.
A list of what you want.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. Under each of these that fit under those different titles. How do we come up with those?
That's a great question that I honestly don't remember. Again, so much of this happened so long ago, but I realized it might have been in late May or June. I realized that, wow, this really could be a book. But now how do we begin to structure what these expectations are? How can we group them? And I might have spoken to a few people. Okay. And even the lady who did the foreword, Kelly Ware, and kind of got some thoughts from her. But it was more or less, let's get a structure. Now we have these chapters. They have a title. These kind of go with that. These kind of go with that. I think I hired a lady off of Fiverr, and she kind of began to group them for me.
Okay.
At first, I thought that she would be the one. It's crazy. I thought that she would be the one that would group this stuff together and then also give me the book.
Final product.
Yeah, but that was June and that wasn't it. And then I met with somebody else who, Danielle, she's a photographer in the DMV, an excellent photographer, great energy. And then I met with her, and then she began to kind of design the book and what it could look like. I had a cover that I designed. I was like, okay, now you can go. She was like, honestly, like, I don't think I'll do a better cover than you. And it's not even the cover that's currently on the book. It was a whole nother cover. Okay. And I didn't even come up with the most recent cover until the book was about to be released like a week later.
Oh, wow.
So it was literally like stuff just began to piece itself together. You look, you see another book. Okay, that's structurally, okay, you see that. Chapter closings, is forward, and it all kind of began to piece together. I actually wanted to release this book on October 8th on my birthday. Didn't happen. And then it was one of those things like, stuff really does come when it's time. It really does. And I'm like, got with somebody, release it February 14th. Release it on February 14th. So that's what I began to kind of look forward to. But man, I had that February 14th release date in my mind. Was going to do a photo shoot and everything, which I ended up doing. But then in January, I ended up getting COVID.
Oh no.
And it kind of like, it messed up my timeline because now I'm like, yo, I was trying to do X, Y, and Z, but now I'm like, I'm tired. Yeah. I'm fatigued. But the whole time I'm sitting there having during COVID, I'm thinking like, nah, that means as soon as COVID's over, as soon as you can, you got to hit the ground running. You got to do what you got to do to knock this out. And I said, you can release the book. And just know you're still going to do your photo shoot. It's all digital. If you want to change the book cover, you just change it. You just pop the new picture in. And that's exactly what I did. It was just kind of like, okay, this is the idea. This is what you're going to do. Things come together. You get the chapters, you get those titles, put them in. Bam.
Gotcha.
Bam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the book more so for men than women? Because I noticed you have activities, right? And your activities pretty much, in my opinion, you even say, women go do X, Y, and Z, or go to this link or write this list, X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth at the end of each chapter. Would you consider it, even though you're listing out your expectations or the things that you want for a guy to know, would you consider this to be for a book for women or men?
It's kind of almost like that love language book. They focus so much on figuring out your love language, and there's a little bit of but the flip side. And I kind of feel like, yes, the focus was for women. And, there are a lot of women who want a boyfriend. So I was thinking in that mindset.
Okay.
And But at the end of the day, I do want men to think about these things as well. Don't just think you want a video vixen, or don't just think you want da 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 da, because they go deeper. You have to dive a little deeper. It's a TikTok or something out there where the lady's like, he needs to have this money, that money, and the man's response is, well, she needs to have integrity. Needs to have a good heart. Those things that we sometimes don't think about. So what if you making 6 figures a year? You treat me bad though? I don't want that.
Right.
You don't have any integrity. You don't have good character. I don't want that. You don't worship and follow God. I don't want that, nor do I need that. Shoot. No, thank you.
Exactly. Right? So with all that being said, does when you came up with these quotes and these expectations, how much of your relationship that you've seen with your parents or those in your community, other teachers, other friends, played a part in your expectations and you helping write this book?
I think it was probably, we're dealing in numbers. Let's say 70% me, 30% them, maybe.
Okay.
But so many of the quotes are so specific to Hope that it really is. That's why I put it at the 70%.
Okay.
So when I'm talking about, I really do prefer a dozen female crabs over some flowers. Like, I mean that. Don't be a large dozen, like tomorrow.
Right.
Right. You want to do something for me? Drop it on my porch. Like that's what I'm thinking. But we can't deny the relationships I've seen, or even my parents' relationship. And you see those things, but you might see good and bad. So then I often wonder, like, man, did people discuss these things before they got into a relationship, or did people just change? But is there really that much change happening? And, you accepted this at the beginning, so this is what he was expecting. And then I don't know where that break point would have been for you to be like, hold up, nah, I don't want to operate in this manner anymore, be it the man or the woman. And then, or you just say, we don't know how to fix this, so we just let things unravel. I don't know, but this is my mind trying to understand, like, what could be the reason? And could it really be because somebody didn't just kind of spell it out? And if a man responded with his expectations, I would gladly say, thank you. Thank you. Because one of my quotes says, I'm not a mind reader. You're not either, right? What are we, musicians, abracadabra? Like, I can't do this. And that is stressful. That is stressful to me, because there might be things I miss. Like, sometimes I'm really intelligent, and then sometimes I'll just be like, what? Oh, I missed that. Naive, like, right?
It went over your head.
Yeah. But then it's like, I'll tell somebody, I would like to do this. Right. Can we do that? I'm already letting you know my expectations. So by you not doing it, and let's say not having a good reason for not doing it, it's just letting me know, all right, well, cool. You're not rocking with me. Cause that's really all it is. But, for men to always say, well, she ain't tell me, or I ain't know, And then when they do tell you not acting on it, what's your scapegoat now? What's your excuse?
I think it's super important as a marriage coach. And that's one of the things that I do coach, people who are getting into relationships or getting into marriages in general, that it's important you talk about literally any and everything. You literally lay it all on the table. Now, in your case, you've literally wrote a book and was like, he has no excuse. Like, Ninja, I put this in this book. You have no excuse. You can literally go back at any point in time and say that this is what I told you. But no. But I think it's, super important that everybody, that's why I keep saying it's expectations, because everybody, you should talk about your expectations. You should talk about, now, don't get me wrong, there's compromise, there's sacrifice, there's this, that, and the third, but you should be able to put it on the table to say, these are the things that I desire. These are the things that I wish. These are the things that are my non-negotiables, or these are the things that I know will make me happy, and vice versa. Like you said, it should be a dude that should write a book called Anyway, Father God, I Want a Girlfriend. Yeah. And y'all can swap.
I think, and even what you just said, there are so many situations that, we just have never encountered, right? And we don't know how things are going to impact us. But let's just say when people talk about making sure they're healed and kind of move through trauma and grief, if we are at a place, the man and the woman, where our emotional intelligence levels are high, right? And we understand how to work through things, no matter the situation, we're going to come at each other like, okay, cool. So we need to, All right, so we have on our calm communication hats. Okay, well, hey, this is how I'm feeling about it. This is how I'm feeling about it. And this is what's going on, and this is what happened. All right, are we making this decision together? We're agreeing now that we're making this decision. This is what we're doing. Okay, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, we about to go rob a bank. Well, did we map out?
On our show, the Ty and Cody on Purpose show, that's not even just a show. We actually live by the motto: live purposefully, love purposefully. Where we do things on purpose. We choose to live our lives on purpose, and we choose to love on purpose, because you can just let things happen by happenstance. Oh, this just happened. Oh, that just happened. But to your point of what you just said, if you are making it intentional or on purpose, that, you know what, yeah, I may be upset right now, or I may feel this way right now, but how am I going to deal with this situation? Is this something that we talked about before? So that way we know how to deal with it. Like you said in one of your quotes, the type of man who can distinguish between angry, upset, sad, happy, elated, curious, furious, etc.
Yes.
So if the two of you know how to deal with those emotions and feelings, when Hope is upset, when Hope is mad, when he's happy, when he's angry, when he's elated, or when she's this, that, and the third, then you kind of have an idea of how to intentionally deal with those emotions from the other person.
Yes. And even the angry, even if it's just simply, yo, Hope, you hangry right now. Let's go get you a muffin. Like, you know what? You're right. I haven't eaten. I probably do need a snack. Thank you for looking out, right? Because sometimes you just need that person. And oh gosh, the biggest thing about this book is that, I say it's my self-discovery. So I'm discovering self as well. And not just what I want to have or deal with my boyfriend, but also things I will accept even with my friends and family now, right? Beginning to draw those boundaries and say, you know what? I don't like that. I don't like when you say that either. Mm-hmm. And again, I'll accept if you want to tell me the same thing, because I'm going to listen.
Right.
You didn't like when that happened? Okay, cool. Let me work on that now.
Yeah.
But you told me, and now I can work on it. Because maybe I missed the social cue. Maybe I missed your body language. Maybe I missed something else. I just missed it. Yo, let me know. Just let me know.
Yeah, it's about communication. Communication is major.
That's what it's called, man.
It is major in a relationship. Because if you don't communicate, good luck getting on the same page.
Ooh.
Good luck getting on the same page.
And I love when I hear people talk about like how even their different ways of communicating with their spouse, and them kind of knowing, this is either talk time now, or this is, I'm going to write it and just write it down for you. You go read it. Cause I don't, I need you to really take this in.
Yeah.
Sometimes for me, I want to read something. Let me really take this in. Okay. So we're not coming back with that response, that rebuttal. No.
Give me a minute. Let me step away, and then I'll come back. And we can address it then. Or however that needs to happen. And just, I just love when I see people communicating in the way that works for their relationship, and even the way they might live and operate even within the house. Just those small nuances. Whether y'all felt it good to have a joint bank account, or y'all felt it, you said, know what, we still want to maintain our separate bank accounts, and we've been married for 50 years now, and we're okay. Whatever works for y'all, like, let it work for you. And I like seeing that. I like looking at other people's relationships. My parents, before we'd have friends over to the house, and I remember a time they were actually talking to other couples, and they were just kind of listening to that older seasoned couple. I think that's important too. Yes. Definitely.
Communicating with those people who you feel like you can trust, or it's a good circle, or the marriage counselor, whatever it is. And people you kind of feel like, listen, I can kind of identify with them. Number one, because I'm married, or number two, because I'm Black, or people going to keep it real with you. And I love all of that. I love all of it. Yeah. I love the fact that y'all have this show and you are living on purpose and loving on purpose. And, someone used to say, have a great day on purpose. Mm-hmm. Have a great day on purpose. You're deciding this at the beginning of the day. This is how this is going to go down. I'm having a great day.
Now, that doesn't mean stuff doesn't arise,
Damn.
But you are making the conscious effort to do something about it, and to try to make the best out of the day, or best out of the situation, or whatever it may be. And that's exactly why we come up with live on purpose, love on purpose.
And that was perfect. There, I saw a quote today. I don't remember the bank amount, but they were saying, you know, if someone took $10 from your $82,000 in your bank account, do you throw the rest away? No. So just the same with your day. You had a bad 10 minutes. Do you let the rest of the day go bad and sour? Nah. We about to reclaim this time. Okay, no. That was just a because otherwise it will impact the day. So I talk like that to my students, you know. That happened. Let's move on now. Let's just move on. Else we're gonna retain it.
And it snowballs not in just one day, but the next day, and then in a week, and then it's like, wait, what just happened? Like, how we get here?
How? Exactly. Do we need to be here? Do we even want to be here? No. Let's talk.
Exactly.
I'll get the popcorn. Okay.
Why is nobody in her DMs? I'm not understanding this, people. I'm just so okay. So last quick question, right quick.
Okay.
Will there be a part 2 to this book? Will there be a Father God, I got the boyfriend, now make this dude my husband, or anyway, Father God, what he didn't show up, now what? Yeah.
Listen, it can go a lot of ways. And I'm trying to jot those ways down now, how it's about to go, because I don't think it ends here. I think I can chicken noodle soup for the soul, this thing, or chicken soup for the soul, right? You know, and because when I think about how they had a chicken soup for the soul for teenagers, I haven't been running it recently, but we haven't been pushing out programming. We're planning right now, but for my mentoring program, even talking to young girls, right? Okay. Having the opportunity to say, well, what kind of book could I push out for them? Specifically to my pearls, or just to young women, or just to women, like something else, maybe that has nothing to do with the boyfriend, because maybe when I back this out and after I finish all these quotes, no, this really was discovering me. Like the man may come, but if he doesn't come, are we good? Like, you still doing what you want to do? Are you happy? Right. Is there peace? Are you at peace?
Right. Yeah. Right. That seemed like be one of the things that you actually talked about a lot in the book. You were doing a lot of this for yourself.
Yes.
Even before he comes about.
Yes.
You're like, okay, let me get hope together. And then when he comes, I'm good because I got everything already listed.
Yes. Because maybe by that point, I mean, when we even talk about therapy, and that's one of been my prayer, whether it was in the book or on Instagram, or really just my otherwise prayer that I'm like praying, you know, hey, God, be preparing my man too, be healing him too, be getting him together too. It could still probably be a journey. At whatever point we meet, it's going to be a journey, right? Because now there's this other person there. I'm almost the age that I'm almost, you know, and
we ain't gonna stay with that age.
Right, we there, and so
okay,
right, and you kind of sort of are who you are in a sense, but I kind of hate when they say, "Oh, he too old to change. She too old to change." No. Change is the only thing that's probably constant. Change can happen. You can do some things. You can improve because, you know, you can go from rich to broke. That's a change, right? So maybe with that therapy or meeting up with somebody now who offers a different perspective, it's like, oh, you know what? And people have said to me numerous times, I never thought about it that way. Well, you're welcome. Hey. So, yeah.
So we should expect a potential series of Anyway, Father Gods.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like what you said earlier, that you called them your prayers. Because you are saying to him, you know what, Father God, these are the things that, you know, I know you put in me. You know, so bless me with these things that I may receive these in, that you said, your king, so you can be his queen.
Correct. And I don't know if I need to now market more to churches or women's, you know, single Christian women, maybe that need to market to those specifically. And, you know, I could only imagine how many more people could just start praying because of this book. Or how many more people can realize, hey, it doesn't have to be that formal prayer and speech that you might hear in church from this very dignified minister who has all these degrees from, wherever they are from, and you can just be like, yo, Father God, what's up? Like, for real. Like, number one, I need you to send me about 10 more angels per day because that I'm probably realizing my worth too much now, and it's probably about to be increased attack. So send a few more angels to protect me, God. And anyway, Father God, that's what I need from you, right? And that's real, right? That's totally real.
That is, and there's nothing wrong with that. And people should expect and accept the real hope, just like Saint and vice versa.
Because he's out there. So I think it's just, for me, another thing has just been seeing the way it has unfolded.
Okay.
These things you weren't even expecting. Like, here I am writing some quotes on a March 12th on a Friday.
There you go.
Oh, then here I am making 98 more. Oh, here I am, turning into chapters. Here I am asking someone to write a foreword. Here I am designing a book cover. Here I am sitting on the Ty and Cody on Purpose show. It's like, oh. Yeah. And so when you talk about that whole eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, it's like, yo, this is what we doing? All right, cool. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. So
you never know what he has in store for you, lady. Pack your bags and be ready for the ride.
Right, I'm about to say I'm about to go to Dubai with my husband. Just whatever it is, you just never know. But be ready. And so and like even now, like when you say pack your bags, I'm used to traveling, used to doing so many things. I'm just like, I'm ready to experience that with someone else. What might that look like?
Yeah.
And even when I finally become Dr. Kent, it's still like, babe, where we going? Right. Babe, we about to get some food. Like what? It's the real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Hope, we like to end all our interviews with some fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, this whole interview has been fun. You are hilarious, and I've been super excited to hear so much about this book and everything. But we like to do a little bit of would you rathers.
Okay.
No right or wrong answers. It's just, would you rather this or would you rather that? Off the top of your head, would you rather?
Okay.
Got a couple of them for you. Ready?
All right.
Here we go. Would you rather have more time or more money?
Let's go with more time so I can make more money.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life? Anyway, Father God.
Father God. Ooh. I don't even know what they both mean in context, but let's just go with pause, because sometimes I do need to pause and just say, hold on. Let's examine what's happened. Are you going on the right course or path right now? Was that the direction? Okay. Because rewind would make me think of like regrets and mistakes and stuff. So let's go with pause.
Yeah, like a do-over. Okay. Would you rather go deep sea diving or bungee jumping?
Yeah. Deep sea diving. Like, yo, I'm afraid of heights.
Okay.
My friend lived at like the 16th floor of her apartment building, and I was afraid to like go over to the window and look out over the highway. So
you don't enjoy like balcony? Just no.
I can't think about it too long. Y'all got to be like, oh, like even going up on the Eiffel Tower. I was like, all right, y'all, I'm good. Like, it's time to go back down. I know we waited in line for hours, but it's time to go down.
I experienced it. I can go back home now. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm good. And even going to Paris, time and time after that, it was like, I don't have to go there. We can go to the base of it. Let's take some pictures from the side streets. But other than that, heights. Mm-mm.
Gotcha. Okay. So would you rather lose your keys or your cell phone?
Ooh. My It's a harder one. Thinking of entry from. Let's go with cell phone.
Cell phone. Okay.
With cell phone, because I'm gonna find a computer. I'm gonna email somebody if I need to talk to you. Okay.
All right. Two more.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to take back anything you say or hear every conversation around you?
Let's hear his conversation. Let's get some stock info.
You want to be a stalker and see what's going on.
Yeah, they could be talking about some good stuff that can make me some money. So yeah.
That's true. True.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one.
Right.
When you're old, would you rather die before or after your spouse? Since we anyway father God and the boyfriend.
I want to die before them.
Okay.
I don't know if I would want to know life without them. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he better not. No, like that. You better not know a wife after me. No. I would definitely want my husband to go ahead and get married again and continue to experience love. I believe that people should be happy, and if that's what they require, because a lot of people, they need somebody. That's how they've kind of been, kind of raised to always be around somebody. So yeah, I would want to go before. I wouldn't want to live without them. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, Hope, I so appreciated you coming on the show today. Unfortunately, Cody could not be here to get a chance to meet and talk with you. I know she read the book as well and she enjoyed it. But where can our viewers where can they jump in your DMs at? Where can they buy this book? Where can they tell us about some stuff, Hope? You even got a podcast. Tell us about the podcast, Hope.
So listen, Instagram, Anyway Father God, or hit me up at Hope the Creative. Both of them work. I run multiple sites, but that go there. The podcast was Not for the Masses. I did season 1.
Okay.
So season 2, I don't know if that's an option on the table, but either way, y'all should still go back and listen to season 1, Not for the Masses. I might listen again soon just to kind of hear and see my growth from that time, which was, we were recording around this time last year. This is when we were releasing those episodes. And then we ended around maybe, I don't know, April or May, whatever, because COVID just was too much at that point. But www.anywayfathergod for the book. I don't know the Facebook one. I haven't really released it yet, but I'm on there as Hope the Creative, Kent. Okay. Right. So that's how you can find me and hit me up, order the book. I feel at this point, men and women should be ordering the book. So
I enjoyed it. Honestly, even as a dude, I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed, seeing what's going on in Hope's mind, what Hope's looking for, and even some of the activities that you're asking some of the women to do and so on and so forth. So yeah, I enjoyed it, to be honest with you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I think that's been one of the major compliments for people to say, I read it and I read it quickly and it was light enough. It was light, but it also got me thinking at the same time.
Right.
And they said, I really felt like I was listening to you or in a conversation with you as you're just talking to me about this is what I want. And that was truly my desire. Even once I began to write the rest of the book and build those chapters around it with I just wanted people to kind of connect.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Well, Hope, again, I appreciate you for joining us here on the Ty and Cody on Purpose show. Don't forget, y'all can catch Hope Anyway, Father God, Hope the Creative. Don't forget, just go order the book, hit her up in there. Fellas, Fellas, if you're going to go in her DMs, please make sure you come correct. Make sure you have read the book yourself so you know what Hope's expectations are. And you even got your own stuff together so you can now relay those to Hope as well. Because Hope Ellen is on the hunt and she is waiting for her Boaz to come, do that. But in the meantime, in between,
order a copy for all the women in your family while you at it.
There you go. In the meantime, in between time, y'all, we will see you all next week. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Ty and Cody on Purpose show right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. We always say live purposefully and love purposefully. Peace.